What's going on, y'all? It's JD Pickell. Today on CFB with JD, we're going to talk it and then chalk it. Jahmyr Gibbs' first look at Alabama. Welcome into CFB with JD, the People's Channel. Everything you know, everything you love about college football, it happens here, happens on a nearly daily basis. Armstrong Sims, Jack McKenzie, doing the heavy lifting. Help drive the show at my Twitter page, at JD Pickell. So, Alabama had their spring game this past Saturday, and Jahmyr Gibbs absolutely popped. There's some plays we're going to break down. So, the format of this is going to be, I'm going to talk about it, we're going to talk it, disappear to the board, we're going to chalk it. That's the way this whole thing is going to go. So, first and foremost, what does Jahmyr Gibbs bring to Alabama? Well, first and foremost, the guy brings versatility. He is one of the best backs in the country, but also one of the most complete backs in the country. Gets you out in space, he can put you on skates. Want to try and square him up in the hole, run over you. You want to try and put a linebacker on him in the pass pro, he's going to go ahead and take care of him there. Also, you want to put a linebacker on him in a pass play, he's going to shake and bake and get out and win that matchup 9 times out of 10. So many things that he does well, and that's going to allow this offense to be even more lethal than they were a year ago. And by the way, they have the Heisman Trophy winner in Bryce Young at quarterback coming back. So, you have one of the most versatile, most complete, best backs in the country, playing behind, arguably, for a lot of people's money, the best player in the country, behind an offensive line that will be more experienced. They got some ways to go. They're going to get some experience under them. Also, you got Jermaine Burton on the outside. Like, you see where I'm going here? It is, once again, a wealth of riches for Alabama on the offensive side of the ball. Because let's face it, last season, they were good offensively. The defense didn't really hold up their end of the bargain all the time, especially on the back end. We saw that rear its ugly head against Georgia. So for Jahmyr Gibbs to now be a part of this program, it adds a whole new element to this offense. They're going to be dangerous running the football. They're going to be really dangerous throwing the football. And also, by the way, they have Jahmyr Gibbs wrinkled into that throwing component. So you should be extremely excited about Jahmyr Gibbs. One story we heard about him was when he showed up on campus at Alabama. It was when they were prepping for the national title game. So he's already transferred from Georgia Tech, gets on campus in Tuscaloosa, and they're getting ready to play in that natty. What does Nick Saban do? He says, Jahmyr, you jump in there, run against the ones. I don't know if he did it because he wanted to see what he could do, because he knew he was going to go crazy, or he wanted him to get baptized into Alabama football and see what it's really like in the SEC. One way or another, Jahmyr Gibbs tore him up. He tore up that front seven. So if there's any doubt about what kind of player you got in Jahmyr Gibbs, that story in itself should put those concerns to rest. Now, what does it mean for Alabama? Again, multi-layered attack on offense. But what this means even more so big picture for Alabama is it means Nick Saban doesn't miss in the portal. You can say I'm saying that too early. It's only been a spring game. We haven't seen what Jermaine Burton's going to do. We haven't seen Jahmyr Gibbs do anything in a real game yet. I understand that. But let's just call it like it is. You're giving Nick Saban all this firepower where he can now essentially go and pick players out of the portal. We're going to see more of this. There's going to be more Jahmyr Gibbs kind of players in the future. With all that to be said, Jahmyr Gibbs going to be a force to Alabama. Let's get to the tape. One of the first things that stood out to me from Jahmyr Gibbs at the A-Day was the way that he's able to just find yards. Right here, you got 3rd and 2. So we got to find a way to get to the sticks, Jahmyr. Don't care what the picture looks like. Don't care what your blocking looks like. You got to find a way to pick up 2 yards. Easier said than done. So right here, we have a little truck concept. We're going to pull around here with our guard, going to pull around here with our tight end. Jahmyr is supposed to essentially pace himself and find a way between their 2 blocks and split them. That's what it's drawn up to do. However, the defense puts a little pressure on him and messes with these 2 blocks. So again, we got to find a way to get 2 yards. Watch how this thing unfolds. Watch his patience, and then once he sees his crease, watch the acceleration to get downhill. We're here. Perfect. So right here, great. We have him blocked. He is trying to get around to wall him off and allow him to get through between, again, those 2 blocks. It should be 2 pillars that he can just run through, right? Wrong. Not the picture we get. The defensive end comes up, messes with our guard, and so we got to get a little bit creative. So he's not able to block it up right here, okay? So this is no longer an option. No go. Jahmyr finds a way outside and just gets to the sticks, lowers his head. First down, tied. You'd love to see that from a back. Not a perfect picture, not how it's drawn up, not necessarily what you need to see during the snap to be able to get the first down, but just finds a way, is patient, and when he sees his space, he takes it, gets the first down. Shows me a lot of maturity and shows me that he has phenomenal vision. Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy who can find those yards when you need them. Now, on top of that, Jahmyr Gibbs showed me he's able to do the dirty work. Not only is he able to, he is willing to do the dirty work. This is a guy that could go anywhere in the country, had offers from all over, the best player for a lot of people's money in the transfer portal, not named Caleb Williams, and he's out here throwing chips and making tackles on interceptions. The first thing right here, he helps his tackle out on the edge in pass pro. Defensive end's going to try to get upfield. Jahmyr Gibbs going to get up there, give him a little bit of shoulder music to get this play started. Boom. So right here, he's going to try and come off here and get the quarterback. If Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't make this block, he's able to probably push this tackle back and get to Bryce Young for a touch sack. Instead, throws his shoulder into him, throws him back inside, helps his tackle out. Perfect. We got the play started. He's out on his route. Now, unfortunately for Jahmyr Gibbs, we got to pass into double coverage. Whether it's on Bryce Young or a tight end, doesn't really matter. Interception. Okay, got it. So he's running with the other way. That's not good for our team. Now, look who comes in the picture right here. Number 13. And he's not only in the picture, he's over here making a tackle. He's running it down from the other side of the field, getting his nose in there on Jordan Battle. Ball's on the ground. We recover it. We don't recover it. Doesn't matter. The fact that you got one of your best players on your team, a guy who's going to go very high in the NFL draft very soon, running down after making a chip block where he's not getting the football and then chasing down a safety, that's a high character play. That's a guy who loves football, and that's a guy who knows what he's supposed to do at all times on the football field. Football guy, Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, this was the play that took the roof off the place. Otherwise, a pretty quiet day running the football. They didn't really feed him too much. But right here, Jahmyr Gibbs showed why you brought him to Tuscaloosa to make big plays like this. Got a power drawn up. Jahmyr Gibbs is supposed to just take a step, get in phase, and when he sees the crease right here, he's supposed to stay in the inside hip pocket of his lineman. When he sees that crease, hit it. Get north and south. What happens is this linebacker is going to flow a little bit too much. So right here, look, he's flowing all the way with this guard trying to pull and trying to cheat the play almost. So what happens, he leaves all of this space open on the backside. So right here, when he starts to cut it back, what they tell you on power is, hey man, you cut it back on power, you're what we call OYO, on your own. I don't know why they say OYO. Football coaches just love acronyms, makes it easier. Why say many word when few word do trick? I don't know, but Jahmyr Gibbs says, okay, I'll be OYO, that's fine. When you're as fast as I am, you can hit that hole. Safety can't catch me. Corner can't catch me. You're all gasping for air. You're not going to be able to catch me. You're going to make it close, get in the end zone. Big time play for the Tide. So Jahmyr Gibbs knows how to find the yards when he needs it, is capable and willing to do the dirty work, a blue-collar kind of football player, and then has a lot of home run ability. He's going to be a game changer in Tuscaloosa. Would expect him to be up for a lot of postseason accolades. Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy who is primed for an enormous 2022 with Alabama. That's it for us here on CFB with JD. Appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at JD Piquel. We're going to keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time.